what is up, Cringe Kids? Welcome back to another video. Oh my gosh. Okay, so 2021 has been like such a crazy year, and so I thought I should do like a little like review of like all the accomplishments I made and like all the dreams I finally got to like fulfill, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, let's just get started. Alright, so in January, to start off the year, I got to work out with like my dream person at the time, which was Danny Gill, American Ninja Warrior champion. Not this past season, but the season before that. And so that was really cool. That was like such a big like day for me to meet him and to just work out with him and stuff. So that was a really big start off to the 2021 year. And also in January, Akbar turned 1, and that's when I posted this video. In January, my school was still like all online, so there wasn't like really anything too crazy happening, and it's kind of just like going by slow. But then in February, my fainting video went like crazy, and my channel started gaining like so many subscribers. It was so crazy, and that continued on for like March and April. I think April was like my highest viewed month, so that was really crazy. Like those 3 months I would be checking my phone like, oh my gosh, like I just gained 100 subscribers in an hour. Like it was so cool. And then like really the only thing that happened in April that I looked back at my records was that I got to shear a sheep, because the sheep got sheared, so it was like my first time shearing a sheep. But then in the beginning of May, we had a bunch of farm babies born. Look at how cute you are! Fiona's little head! Let's say hi! And it's so crazy because like we had so many good things happen with 2021, but also, you know, with good things, a lot of bad things can happen too. And so after we had all these babies born and like just a new fresh vibe to the farm, on May 12th, that's when my favorite sheep at the time, China, died, and that was really sad. That's when I posted this video. Also, during all of this time in May and April, I was submitting applications for American Ninja Warrior Junior, which I'll get more into that. But also in May, I qualified for UNAA Ninja World. I posted this video. Alright, so in June, that's when it was like the craziest month of my life. I had a lot of like, oh my gosh, this is my first time doing this and stuff. So let's just get started with June. So June, I had my first plane ride. I was so scared because like I'd never been on a plane, obviously, and I don't know, I like to be like in control, and so that was a whole thing to go on my first plane ride. Also, it was my first time into LA, which that's like, I don't know, a popular state or area, so I can always say like, yeah, I was at LA. I don't know, but it was my first time in LA, California. It was also my first time competing on my dream TV show. I shouldn't say my first time. I don't think I'll ever be able to do that again. But that was such like a big dream that I've always wanted to do, is to compete on American Ninja Warrior Junior. So I got to fly down and do that. And then once we got back, literally the day we got back from that whole entire trip, is when I got my dream animal at the time, a little baby Highlander. And that was a crazy 2 weeks in itself. If you haven't heard that story, you can watch this video right here. But she is just the cutest like dream animal, such a miracle little baby. Also, Miss Perkins died. It's so weird because like you have all these good things, and then along with good things comes bad things. So, you know, it is kind of expected too, because I live on a farm. I always try and preach that, like, you know, you always got to be prepared for them to die at any time. So that did happen too. And then honestly, like after June, the summer went by like really slow, because where I live, it was really hot, dry. Like the beans, I remember just like looking out, and it was so dry, and not necessarily like depressing, but just like, oh my gosh, like when is this gonna get over? So really like the only thing in July was I got to ride a Gypsy Banner for my first time, which was my own host Phoenix, and it was his first ride too, so that was pretty cool. But also I didn't get to show at the fair, so that's normally like a highlight of my summer too, and that didn't happen, so that's why it kind of like dragged down the summer too. And then like I said, like the summer just like was going on slow. Like I remember in August, I was getting like papers in the mail like, yep, you know, school is starting, blah blah blah. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And then at the end of August is when I finally bought like my first truck, my dream truck, the thing I've been like saving up my whole entire life for. So that was such like a big dream too that I got to do. I posted this video. It was such an adventure too, like hitchhiking, getting stuck on the road, running out of gas, all of that stuff. But I still have my truck now. I'm still paying it off and stuff, but that was such a big dream to finally accomplish. And that was on August 27th that I bought my first truck, and it's so crazy because, like I've been saying throughout this whole video, it's like after something really good happens, like something bad happens, it's just like a roller coaster year, because August 27th I bought my first truck, and then on September 7th is when Akbar died, and that was really hard. Like, it's still hard for me to talk about it now, you know, because he was like my little baby. But I always gotta remember that I got little baby Rachel and Annie off of him, and they are so chunky now. Oh my gosh. But something bad happened, so that means that something good has to happen, because that's how this year has just went, I guess. And so then on September 23rd is when my episode aired of American Ninja Warrior Jr. It's on Peacock. You can still watch it now. I'm on episode 4. So that was like a really big day. Like, oh my gosh, like I'm actually on TV. Also, I like somehow skipped this, but September 8th I turned 14, and that wasn't too special, but the fact that I got like Highlander bulls, that was super cool too. So that was like a big part of my year, I guess. And then October and November and December were kind of all, not necessarily like the same, but just kind of like level, I guess. December I did get little Domingo, my dream little miniature donkey baby. And so that was really cool. But I'd say like overall for 2021, like I think I've been like the fittest I've ever been this year, because before American Ninja Warrior Jr., before we flew out to that in June, I was training like every single day, like running, working out, weight, like just every single day for like almost like a month and a half. And then in August I really went hard at weightlifting. September I kind of took like a little break, but then October and November and December is when I started hitting it hard again. In December, that's now, and I'm like, we just did a tricep workout last night, me and my dad, and I'm just like, I feel so pumped up after a workout. And so honestly 2021 has been like a big, like, I've just hit a lot of fitness goals, I guess. You know, I got to work out with Danny. Sorry, my camera ran out of storage, so I had to quickly like delete some files. But yeah, this year has just been like a really crazy year overall. Like, honest, like I just feel like so happy, like fitness wise, because like I feel like the best I've ever been. So that's really good. Like in January is when like I was like, okay, like this is gonna be like the fittest year, and I like stuck with it pretty much throughout the whole entire year. I started off with like crazy ab training in like January and February, and I kind of like switched over in like June and May to like speed training and like trying to be like the strongest upper body I could ever get for the ninja competition. So yeah, but 2021 was such a crazy year. My YouTube channel grew so much. I got so many animals. We did lose a couple special animals. But overall, this year has been a pretty good year. I mean, I bought my first truck. I got on a TV show. Like, the list just goes on. So, I just hope that you guys had a pretty good year, too. If you didn't, there's always next year. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the Friends Secret, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!